Do you practice this, but you wish you could practice like that?
What's up, everybody? This is Vincent Tsung, the Wandering Warrior. Now my boy Taryk, he's just got 2 blades come in. They're Japanese style trainers for blunt steel weapons fighting, made by Akado. Exciting stuff. And since I'm invited to the unboxing, you're invited to the unboxing. Let's go check it out.
Here, just received my Akado Armory katanas.
Who doesn't like the colors? Let's hear it.
So I got their economy line set, but I got it ruggedized because I'm planning on this. Your other set looks nice and pretty and all that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna beat the hell out of these.
Yep.
Alright, you pick one. Alright, you gonna do the pro katana there? Alright, so Akado, these guys are based out of Oklahoma, I believe. Newest katana on the market.
First off, I will say, it got the shaped foam, so it keeps it pretty steady in the packaging. That's pretty good.
Very much appreciated.
Yeah. You got this thing. What's this one?
I couldn't tell you. Probably for the tips, by the looks of it.
We're not good about that stuff.
I'm not good about tips.
Alright, and they got a sword bag.
Very nice little touch.
Yep. Pretty standard for a lot of Asian sword manufacture.
Yeah.
But
in Oklahoma.
in Oklahoma, that's...
Alright. Alright, so we
got
have
a lacquered
some-
scabbard.
Yeah, very nice. Scabbards, they don't come cheap these days.
No?
It's an extra bunch of money. Got a tying cord and all that. Very nice.
Mhm.
It's like paracord, yeah. Pretty solid.
Something similar.
All right, so nice presentation. How do you think this handle's gonna hold up?
We'll find out. I mean, the Manuki feels like it's in the right place,
Right.
especially in this case for a left.
Feels like this has been fairly glued up, so
yeah,
it won't rip.
No, I don't know what kind of glue, but I do feel like they definitely glued it.
I've had standard cord wraps from my long swords snap from repeated cutting to the hands, so I think these are more likely to survive a little bit of glue.
They should.
All right. Well, let's see. First draw.
More oil. That's good. That's good. They took care of that.
Always appreciated. All right. So let's take a look. We got nice clipped tip here.
Yeah.
Nothing to worry about. That'll be good for standard tournament legal.
Yep.
Right. Decent flex. Right. Not gonna hurt anyone too badly stabbing them up.
Yeah. As long as they got the right gear on, it should be fine.
Fittings are nice and tight. No wiggling around in there so far.
Alignment looks decent on this one. How about yours?
Looks straight enough to me.
Yeah.
All right. So, let's check the heft on these. So, having handled the available katanas on the market, we've got the Purple Heart Standard. Fantastic blade. It's just a little bit stiff, so it's definitely better as a training tool for the people who have good self-control and are just practitioners of the art.
Yeah, but hard
But
thrust.
yeah, some of my friends have caused some serious damage to other people's gear using that katana. So definitely not the best for full contact sparring. And on the flip side, you got the Siggy fetters out there. Now, the Siggy stuff, safe as it gets. It handles very much like a Western fetter, but that is its weak point as well.
Yeah, that's also a detraction as far as getting the feel of a traditional katana. Like, it
Right. It didn't even hold particularly well in a bind with a long sword, which feels very wrong.
Yeah.
So those are definitely meant to be more as a Siggy Fitter on Siggy Fitter action kind of deal.
Mm-hmm.
So let's go ahead and see how these feel in a little bit of a bind here. Let's chair that away.
So one of the things that's always a concern is that we want to get as much of the live edge feel without the danger of having live edges, right?
And with Asian weapons, that's a very hard line to toe because these differentially hardened steels are very, very stiff in the bind and very core to the way you use the weapon. But having that kind of stiffness in a bind, extremely dangerous for sport fits.
Oh yeah, thump right through the helmet, like it'd be terrible.
So we want to find the best middle ground possible here.
Let's see if we got it.
Let's see. All right. That's a very nice.
There's a positive interaction right when they touch. It'll slide a bit, but
And considering there's still oil, that's not bad.
Not bad.
I do think there's a likelihood that these edges are going to take a little bit of a beating because they seem to be a little bit more square than circular compared to most of the Western fetters on the market.
Mm-hmm.
But that's also going to give it a nicer bind feeling while it lasts.
Yeah.
Also, I just noticed that there's a nice distal taper on the spine of the blade. It was very well done.
Yep.
Really adds to the good weighting.
That's part of why it just falls nicely.
And this set purchased was meant to be a Nito set, so I could definitely use this one-handed, no problem. So it'll definitely do its job. All right. All right. So feeling solid about how that's displacing.
Displays as well. I'm actually not used to katana, but it's doing its job.
Okay, so let's go ahead and see how it tests in a bind against market standards here. So here we got Scott Rodell Hanwei Jin, very middle of the road weapon, like mid-grade steel design. It's a little bit of a beater.
Yeah.
It's
I mean, it's what you expect from Hanwei. They do a decent job for the price. It's not usually top of the line, but does the job.
all right. So let's see how this feels. Alright, so you feeling any rattling in the hilt at all?
Everything's pretty solid.
Alright,
It's
so
really
getting good positive feedback from that?
Yeah, and I could feel there's a bit of a difference when you take it in different parts of the blade. Not just because closer to your hand, further from your hand, but I think the distal taper really gives that wide blade feel when clashing. Something that we've been reckless enough to have tried in the past. Don't recommend.
Alright, and let's pull out my nice one here. We got a
What's that? Moving back.
We got a Malleus Martialis custom Italian transitional side sword here. One of my favorite pieces. This is a very, very nice blade. Some of the nicest I've been able to have the opportunity to handle.
Mm-hmm.
So, my gold standard. Feeling solid in that bind?
Yeah, everything feels pretty good. I must say.
And what about our Wakizashi friend here? Feel like that can parry a longsword that won't fit in this frame?
Yeah, this is very solid. Very solid.
Very nice.
Yeah, this behaves quite nicely. Feels like the real thing as far as having balance, and what a lot of Asian weapons do is they give you positive feedback in the mind, right? When they bite in, you know that you can maneuver. You can also bite and coil so that their blade is displaced, even more so than it normally would be, right? These give you the feeling. Obviously, we can't have live edges, can't have 60 HRC blades biting into each other.
You can once.
Yeah, you can once, but for safety's sake, right? But I really do feel like, although I'm not a Japanese sword artist per se, but they give the feedback that I would expect. I can only imagine somebody who's been doing Japanese sword arts for a long time, wanting to compete in HEMA competitions or something like that. I would just love to have something like this.
No, overall, I'm real excited to see how this does. I'll be heading down to Pennsylvania real soon, Memorial Day weekend. Go fence with the Hilton Helm friends.
Yeah.
We'll see how this holds up against everybody's longsword fetters. Give a little bit of Nito a shot.
Yeah.
Live my best Musashi life. I'm hopeful. These are some of the nicest I've had the opportunity to handle. Very much well worth the price, in my opinion. Their pre-order sales were extremely generous. So we'll return them the favor and spread the good word. Katana, probably 36, 37 inches. You're looking at probably an extra 1.5 pounds, 2 pounds.
All right, y'all. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Looking forward to doing a lot more with those blades, but that was just the unboxing. We're gonna be putting them through the paces, sparring, and all that stuff. Anyways, thank you for joining me on my journey. I salute yours. Peace.